Good morning, guys. We are en route to the tornado watch area. Obviously, we're all aware, or if you're not, we'll go ahead and tell you there was a couple tornadoes produced this morning. One right where we were sitting yesterday at the Sam's Club, getting our supplies for today in Irving, Texas. And then another one that hit in Grapevine, and then it looks like one outside of Paris. The same cell has been going across, so we're looking to go T-bone into it here as quick as we can. So we are gonna head to Texarkana. So I'm not gonna cry over spilt tornadoes because people are dealing with loss of property. We 2020 hindsight, should have just stayed where we were and started the day off in Dallas. So, but that's how it goes. So this is all popping off much earlier. It looks to be. Clearly, I don't recall anybody talking about tornadoes in Dallas this morning before this. So maybe there was and I just didn't see it, but nobody in my circles were having that chat. So Louisiana, East Texas was the play. But last night the Panhandle was an incredibly dangerous situation. And it looks like that got all the way down into southern Oklahoma in the middle of the night. So we've had tornadoes strike in the Panhandle, southern Oklahoma, northern Texas. So we know that today's an absolutely tornado-producing day. So we're going to do our best to get you guys and those that are following to know what the weather's like in their neck of the United States. We will be there shortly. So, en route to Texarkana, going to start our day off there and start making decisions after that. I have seen some of the damage coming out of Texas. Our thoughts and prayers to the folks affected. As always, we wish we could be everywhere, but we made the play we actually were trying to be conservative and got ahead of this. We wanted to get plenty of sleep because we have 3 days of grinding. Thank you, Riley on YouTube. She's out in Arizona. But it looks like that wasn't obviously predicting Mother Nature is like picking lottery numbers sometimes. So these cells coming out of Tyler, Texas look to be ripening up. So we're gonna stay ahead of those. The ones that produced tornadoes earlier, that's north of us. That cell actually looks like it's all but dissolved. You got it. Shout out to Arkansas. Had a lot of good chases up here. This area has been plentiful in our past, so it's got an ominous look to it today, and I know I use that sometimes often, but often has been tornado outbreaks, so it's got that feeling when we left the hotel. And of course there was somewhat a little bit panic out in the public, which I guess isn't always a bad thing. I'd rather people be aware than not aware. But it was a little chippy leaving Shreveport. I do want to thank the fine folks of Shreveport. Shreveport's always been kind to us, kind to the channel, especially the folks at the Valley Casino last night that were taking the warning serious. Talked to quite a few dealers and pit bosses and helped get the word out. So special thank you to them. And for comping us a nice room. The images coming out of Texas right now are pretty haunting. We were at that Sam's Club. That is just really, wow. Not even 12 hours ago we were at that club. Right now, it looks like nothing severe on the board. This thing jumped early, jumped the gate early, almost a quarter of the day ahead of where we thought, which tells me the strength in this storm is much more than probably was thought. But I don't know, they put a lot of emphasis on this 5 days ago, so. Swamp back there. I mean, we're in northern portion of the state, but it's still swampy up here. I didn't realize there's swamps in Oklahoma where it touches down by Texas, Arkansas. Yeah, that's where that video of the alligators frozen in the pond. Yeah, look at there's more. Yeah, if you go on YouTube, there's a video. I think it's got a couple million views now. I saw when it first had like less than 1,000, and because I couldn't believe it, I thought this gotta be fake. Sure enough, the alligator snouts are just above the ice, completely catatonic. And that lake's in, I think it's a lake, might have been a swamp area, whatever. And that's in in Oklahoma, southeast Oklahoma. It's a weird little vortex where all these states connect on the bottom. Get a little of everything down there. And as you guys may or may not know, this is going to be a 3-day chase from here. We're following this system all the way. We started nearly in the Rocky, or touching, not but several hundred miles from the Rockies, all the way down to darn near the Keys. So we're just going to flow with this. Might change my strategy. If this storm behaves this way the whole way through, I might lag back and not try to stay ahead of it. I might just stay with it and play catch up in the mornings. I don't want to keep having a repeat each day of an early fire off. If this is kind of becoming this same thing happened the last outbreak in, not the last outbreak was in Mississippi, the last one in Texas, the Idabel, Powderly, and it looks like Powderly got hit again. So our thoughts and prayers to the tiny community of Powderly, Texas. Same behavior as then. So as far as the storms going off and going north, presumably north of where they thought. A lot of my chaser friends that day were south. They were down just above Austin. And unfortunately for them, fortunately for the citizens, but unfortunately for the chasers who came from far and wide, they were too far south. We played the Panhandle way into the night that night and ended up taking us what we presumed to be way behind schedule. And we had to stop in Ardmore at a hotel, and then that next morning we were only in the Red River. Well, that's where it popped off that day, was in the Red River. And arguably I felt the same anxiety this morning that I should have gone to the Panhandle last night, and then we'd have rushed all the way back to Dallas today and maybe got those this morning. But I always second-guess myself. That is just the nature of this beast. So that didn't happen. We're en route now. Right now it's there's nothing severe on the board, so I'll go ahead, up and awake and going. A quick roll call. Where's everybody watching? And I'm not like address. Just give me you can even just say the state if you want, if you feel like participating. And if you don't, that's quite all right too. I get it. But I always like to hear the feedback of how far and wide people are watching. Sometimes I'll get someone in New Zealand, I'll get someone real far away. And other times I get people, most times they're people like, I'm one county over and we're scared to death watching what your camera's gonna show. So just throw down, see where we're at. Heading north. I don't want to bring you anything, waste your time here without anything in it, but I'll give you a live look at radar. That's so as you see that line just above this that's actually that tornado that produced, it looks like 4 tornadoes right in between these two, is right where my thumb's at. It's completely dissolved. And now we're looking at the lower that's getting more fuel down here from the Gulf. So I have got my eye on that cell. I have since we left. That cell out of Tyler, it had decent rotation. It looks like it's fizzling and it's probably going to back build again. And I was looking to meet it in Atlanta, but I think I want to get set up near Texarkana. So that's what we're doing there. Here, YouTube, I'll give you the same look I just gave Facebook. So that's the tornadoes is right there. It's almost dissolved right where my thumb is. See, it just goes away just above Paris. You can see the cycle through. And then the cell I'm looking at here is just north of Tyler. That there, and then there's another popping below it that had some rotation. So either way, we're in direct line for an interception, and I'll tell you right now, we get an interception, we're gonna run it back to the house. So I'll bring you guys, I don't know, you tell me. You guys throw in the comments. Do you want me to just keep it rolling? Or do you want to wait till something pops severe and it's on the board from the NWS? I'm here for you guys, so you tell me what you want to see. I always just feel a little clickbaity when there's nothing on the board, and I hate being clickbaited. Unfortunately, you kind of got to be a little clickbaity as a content provider, otherwise you get left in the dust by those that have no shame about it. But I try to ride that fine line. Sometimes I'll put my toe over it, but we're in a weird little position here. The old school guys are telling me just sit still in my hotel and don't even come out for another 3 hours. And there's no way that was gonna sit. And but I respect those old school guys. They've been doing this almost as long as I've been alive. But I just sitting still is tough. It's really tough, especially when the premise is to help people out. So we decided to make a run on this cell that is not tornado warned anymore, or severe at that matter. But let's see what you guys said in the comments. Oh, Switzerland. See, there we go, right out of the gate. That's got Olivia. Nope. Oliveira. Ooh, I think I got that right. I'm not going to even try it again. Thank you. Keep going. We got to vote for keep going. Keep going. Let's see, YouTube, you saying the same? Arkansas, Oklahoma, keep going. All right, well, you guys voted. Keep it rolling. I mean, business-wise, it makes sense for me to keep it rolling, but I always think it's a fine line, and I never want you guys to feel like you're getting just taken advantage of to watch a screen of clouds that aren't doing much. But this is the system. We're hooked into it. So that system just northwest of Longview, I'm watching that one coming together. It's getting a little tiny hail pour on it, so if it starts growing in size, we have a good line of trajectory on that. So all these storms we really do, we can go pretty much any which way. Feels really eerie being at that Walmart or Sam's Club yesterday, doesn't it? That we were literally just right there. You know what that reminds me of? Andover. I know. Why is it I remember the losses and the missed opportunities more than I do when I hate that I'm programmed that way. I wish I could just be like, oh, that was a great day we had. Instead I'm like, I can name off 14 missed. I don't know. There's a name for that. But yeah, it reminds me of Kichai. Hello, Anthony. Yep, shout out to Minden, Louisiana. I think we've been through there on a trip back from Kentucky. Little town. Yeah, I think we came back that way one time through Arcadia, Ruston. Monroe. I remember it. I got a big soft spot for the state of Louisiana. State of Louisiana was where my career probably officially started. You'd have to go back to Hurricane Laura. Without that whole experience, probably none of this happens. So I will forever have a soft spot for this state and the people of this state. They've always been incredibly well to me and my team, and I'm forever grateful for that. But I can say that for a lot of these states. Arkansas, of course, Oklahoma, Texas. I can't say that really for Wisconsin. Although we did get Mineral Point. That was a pretty good day. Nobody got hurt, and we got to report a tornado. I guess there was a victory. That was your first tornado too. Born and raised in Oklahoma, you had to go all the way up to Mineral Point, Wisconsin to see a tornado. Alright, we're going to be on the, you're seeing these, oh, Facebook's taking a break. YouTube, we're coming right up on this. You're seeing these low-lying clouds. This is the front edge of this system that's been coming through, and Facebook's back. Just saying, this is the front edge of the system, so we're just about on it now.
Have you seen those TikToks?
No.
Where,
Is that funny?
well, yeah, listen to the story.
Alright.
So, these people are giving their, like, significant other chargers that apparently, like, cast it to the TV so they can see what they're doing on their phone.
Yeah.
And this one I watched, the girl was like, the boyfriend like other guys. Like, she was typing in there.
Oh, and
then
you
at the
can see
end,
that?
Yeah, and then at the end she does a Snapchat and she types, I know I'm on the TV.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Because he was like, what? Why is she searching for that?
Brenda, you pretty much need to have your head on a swivel now. This popped off so fast this morning. I'm looking at a cell I'm not even going to try to pronounce this name, but Nacogdoches, Texas, which is probably Nacogdoches, just northeast of that. That cell is all by itself, making me wish I might have stayed in Shreveport, because if it goes toward Warren, that's heading at Shreveport. Now, it's a ways away, but to give you an idea, it's moving at 32 knots, which is about just under 40 miles an hour. It's an hour and a half away from you, but this whole line is moving right at you. We're pretty much going to get up here to Texarkana and probably just bolt back south along this ridge, surf this wave all the way south, back down into the warm Gulf waters. So we're pretty much going to our most northern point and then going to start backtracking back down to where we were. The reason you heard the bougie native over here giggling is because I punched up McDonald's because I didn't get my Frappuccino this morning on the way out. We were in such a hurry.
You know Kyle, he's got to have his coffee.
I got to have my little bougie coffee. And
surprised you didn't search for Starbucks.
I know. I wasn't even trying. Once everything went warrant, Starbucks had to wait. So anyways, I was just hoping to slip into a McDonald's, grab a quick little, and I punched it up on her phone, and it came up on this big screen thing on the dash. So she started laughing because she could see I was already looking ahead. So if you're wondering what old Giggles over here was up to, that's the story. So we are on the front edge. I'll go ahead and give you guys an idea. There is on radar, first Facebook. Here you go, YouTube. That's where we're at. We were actually looking at going over to Atlanta, Texas, but now we're gonna run up. Let's see what this does. I know Nate's ready to pop his eyeballs out of his skull because we didn't sit still. It's all right, Nate. What fun would that be? Oh, we got a severe warning. Okay, so that looks like the portion that's moving at 43 knots, so that's just under 50 miles an hour. That is going to be screaming through. So if you are in DeQueen, Arkansas, all the way up to Daisy, consisting through Locksburg, Dirks, that's all in a severe polygon now. Horatia, Horatio, Arkansas. That is the same section that put down, it looks like 4 tornadoes in Texas earlier. So I want you to really think of that severe polygon as basically a potentially tornado warned storm at any time. We've already seen this today, so let's just look at it that way. If you have friends or family or traveling, especially truckers who like to take little side routes to get away from the stations and try to keep it on the down low. I know those guys got to grind it out to make their ends meet, so I want to help them. You have and this thing's screaming. It is screaming. Only half-inch hail, but at 43 knots. And my concern is that is where that tornado portion of this linear line was at earlier. And that is just too far north of us to catch up to it. We would just be in an onslaught of rain all the way up to that area. And I'm trying to ride this line, because here's the deal. If this goes the way that I think it is and my team thinks it is, that the Gulf, all this heading back towards the Gulf, is just going to hit a line of insane moisture and heat, or humidity, and all the factors. We believe there's going to be quite a showdown from Shreveport all the way down to Beaumont. So we're going to the most northern point, but again, this is popped off early, so this is already becoming an unknown chase, and that happens quite often in these chases. Nothing ever goes exact. But the Gulf moisture air, along with this cold front that's just screaming down from the Rockies, at some point we're going to start seeing a lot of tornadoes today, is my prediction. But I am not an accredited meteorologist, so this is just bro science on my part.
Bro science?
Bro science.
Okay.
But everybody knows what bro science is.
I don't.
Bro science?
Yeah.
I mean, like, you take a little bit from here, a little bit over there, kind of formulate your own opinion. You call your bros, get their opinion. Go back to the people that are smarter than you. Definitely try to get that opinion a little bit more finite, and then you come up with your, bro science. So that's where we're at in this whole thing today. I know. Really, Anthony, that's interesting. Made out of all brick, huh? Antique brick too. I actually collect bricks. Odd little thing about me. I don't care. People can know that. I've collected bricks my whole life from anywhere around the United States. And that started when I was a kid, because they tell there's a lot told in a brick. The quarry it came from the ground, to the mason that built it, to the history of where it came from, how it was made, where it was made, what building it went into, and then a lot of times the destruction of it. So I've been collecting bricks from around one of my favorite bricks is from the DC area, and it's got to be my oldest one. I mean, I feel like it was like some of the first bricks that I went and visited her in 2001 when the towers fell. I was there shortly after, and I went and saw my stepsister down in DC. She had just moved there from Seattle, and we went to Georgetown, but we went to the Exorcist stairs. I got some pictures of that. Some creepy ass stairs next to the house. That was all real. They filmed that all right there. But yeah, so I'll have to check it out there in Minden, Louisiana. Nacogdoches. Thank you. I get a lot of help from the locals from that Nacogdoches. So that cell that I was just saying, they just took the tracks off of it, so, and then they added some to the one down. Okay, so maybe that cell's not going to do what my radar guy was hinting at. So special shout out to my radar tech, Nate Allman. He's back in Missouri, holding down the fort. Did I get that right? No, Illinois. He chases a lot in Missouri. He's from Missouri, but he's right on the border too. Right. Yeah, but fair pickings here. He's in Illinois. Anyways, Nate, huge help. Pamela is her and her husband are having a rough go right now, so our thoughts and prayers for their health. Oh, look at that. That looks like old tornado damage right there. Look at that. That's flattened. That whole barn. I don't know if that was straight line winds or it was old though. It was real rusted up, so that got hit. Where are we at? Just southeast of Texarkana in Fouke, F-O-U-K-E, Fouke, Louisiana. Oh, we in Arkansas?
Yeah.
Oh, when did we cross over? Oh, Shiitake.
Earlier.
Whoopsies. All right. Sorry, guys. We're looking at radar. Radar doesn't do the greatest job outlining the state lines. I guess it's safe to say we've been in Arkansas for 12 minutes now. 12 miles. All right. I'm so embarrassed. My face is like beet red right now. It's gone. YouTube's back. So there we are. We should have this first storm coming across us here rather briefly here. So for those who've just been on a nice, 36-minute drive with us, you're finally getting rewarded with the first set of storms. Boy, Ore City, I'm surprised they haven't put a severe, and if I'm in Ore City, severe warning storm and tornado warning storm is going to be razor thin. And I've been in these situations where when it happens, when it clicks over from severe and all of a sudden tornado warning to tornado on the ground, that can be seconds, 30 seconds that can happen. And unfortunately, it's not 30 seconds on radar. So, Ore City, Lone Star, that section of this line has a lot of power in it right there. We're gonna get right in line with it and be ready to take the brunt of it. Texarkana, you're right in line for all this. Appreciate that, Anthony. Nacogdoches. Oh, Melva got me there frenetically. Love the frenetic, guys. Flexes my 7th grade education. I'm here in Bringdon. We just got a crazy storm. How you doing? Tons of wind and rain. Yeah. So my buddy from Oregon, I grew up with, childhood friend. I got to tell you guys this story. I'm going to turn the cameras around right before we get into this. Hold tight, YouTube. All right, I want to tell you guys a story. So my buddy just moved to Texas from Oregon, and he's watches my stream, like knows what's up, and he's probably secretly been excited waiting for this. His wife, definitely not so much. Shout out to Brittany and Ryan Hall. So this morning he texts me, he goes, my phone just shows the warning, and I'm like, you're in a, and I pull up where he's at. I should have him send me his location. Look on radar, he's right at McKinney, or southwest of McKinney, dead center of the tornado warning storm. It had probably just lifted, because I mean, if he was there, he should have not only seen it, been hit by it. So he sends me the footage. They've already put it, and they've got a monetized channel, so I'll share it later. But I'm not going to run it through my stuff because it's theirs, and I want to make sure that they enjoy the whole. They got a taste of what it's like coming from Oregon, so they hadn't seen a tornado warned storm at all. And this morning they core punched, not knowingly, on whatever major highway that was from McKinney towards it. So it was interesting to get woke up to that. And of course, you know, that's how I woke up, was my buddy saying he's in a tornado. So I had no idea. I went to bed rather late, thinking I was gonna get plenty of time and sleep, and whatever. I should have just gone with my gut. My gut said to chase the panhandle, stay down in Dallas again, just like it all set up in Powderly and Idabel, and it didn't. But that was how my morning started, was getting woke up from my buddy back in Oregon who's in Texas, core punching right through a tornado warned storm with no idea of what he was doing. So as someone who's been there themselves, I can appreciate it. So that's what's up, and that's what happened in Texas. We helped him get through that little fracas, and now those cells are here. So right now we just have the severe warned. It's got a meso strength though of almost 4,000. So that's plenty enough to go Tor warned at any moment. Alright, so now we're getting the front precipitation. I'm going to... Apparently there's no McDonald's except for 5 of them within a mile of each other on the state border. Excuse me, 7 of them. 7 of the 8 of them are in Texas, and 1 of them on the Arkansas side. That makes sense. You're done. Well, visibility's getting quite constrained, we'll call it. Ooh, the cows are bunching up. Cows are bunching up, they know. Oh, sorry, YouTube didn't get that. No, I guess I'd have been Facebook. Blurry. Judy, we are Texarkana, on the Arkansas side of Texarkana. Should have never moved the cameras. Now they're both blurry. Oh. Duly noted. All right, Nate. Do we have a way to take donations? Judy, I don't. And I know I've been asked that by a lot of folks, and I know that that's the trend in the chase world. And maybe I should do it because it certainly would help. I have just always been grateful for, it's free, right? It's free for you guys to watch. It's free for you guys to share and like, believe it or not, it's me, not a lot, but just enough. And I've never asked for money. And when I have been given money like from the Weather Channel, I just pretty much use it all to either help victims or put it back into chasing. Everything I make goes right back into chasing. I couldn't do this. So it takes every penny. But no, I haven't done that. Maybe I should, but I know there was some fans of the channel that talked about setting it up because they know I'm just, I don't know. I see, you know what the problem is? This is gonna get me some flack. I see the guys that do that, and it just turns into a storm chasing panhandling, you know, chase, and every 3 minutes it's, hey, if you guys can contribute, and I don't know, man, that's a poor product to watch. So I haven't, but maybe I should look at that in the future. No, I'll just keep going. Just going to right. Dallas, Houston, 59. We're gonna get this up here, and then we're gonna drop south. Sorry, that was long-winded, but no, Judy, I don't have one. I'm very gracious for those that do reshunt it. Wow, that's actually got a little spin to it. Check this out, right there. That's the first little bit of rotation I've seen now. All right, so Nate, are you looking at that Browndale cell? Browndale, Texas? Nate is pulling his remaining hair out of his skull because he wished I would have stayed south and just waited. And I get it, Nate. I get it, man. I get it. But this area produced tornado-warned storms earlier and tornadoes as well. So we gotta go check it out. But apparently down south is getting juicier, and we're gonna do that too. We're gonna grab this, like I mentioned earlier. We're in Texas, so you just saw us in the last 20 minutes go Louisiana, Arkansas. Now we're into Texas. We're gonna grab a quick bite to eat because we're on no food and or caffeine. And we got a long day ahead of us. So we're gonna punch right into this cell, grab a bite to eat, and then we're gonna surf it south. And I know you guys have heard me use the analogy many times, but for those that don't know, and you guys that are been in this a long time, I know you have to have patience, but there's a lot of people that are just now joining us. So as you see, that cell is like a wave, right? Crashing south. We're gonna go south with it. Just like surfing on a surfboard, you want to stay right inside that envelope where the air is hitting uninterrupted, new dry air, moist air, whatever the case is going to be. We want to be right where this is clashing. And since we would have just stayed in Texas if we knew now, we're going to replay this like it's that all over again. So hold tight here. Man, this is definitely a producer of rain. Longview's definitely going to see some weather today, Judy. So I would let your brother know. Sorry guys, this got real blurry. Trying to hold two phones and still navigate here. Hold tight, Facebook. It's going to be blurry for a second. Yeah, Longview's in the thick of it right now, Judy. It's not severe or tornado warned, but it is definitely, it could happen in any second. You know, it's one of those deals today. Hold tight. A little bit of structure over here. This is right over Texarkana right now. Texarkana, We're in the Texas side. Alright, I gotta navigate. There we go, I got the blurry to go away. Okay, so not this exit, the next exit. All right, so we're right in the middle of this first cell. So Texarkana, you're seeing, oh, there's a lightning bolt. I haven't seen one yet. Maybe I was wrong. Yeah. All right, hold tight, guys. Look at these scrapers and clouds. Ooh, nice strike. Nice strike. Okay, so if you're in Texarkana, we got lightning hitting. I don't think we can get in. No. That was a good, I don't know if you guys heard that crack. Yeah, look at that. That's all, got some good motion to it right there. Should get you a good bolt right here any second, judging by the pattern of bolts. Oh, they got that frap.
Yeah. What do you want?
Are they not doing breakfast either?
I don't know.
No, they're not. What is going on? It's not breakfast all day.
Thank you, pictures at McDonald's.
Can you give me a second, please?
I'll take a number 2 and a frappe.
Is it for your drink? Or
Yeah. Oh, I need a bucket of sugar.
What? Which one? To what?
The caramel.
No.
What?
To
Oh, number, let's see.
Can I get a number 2C?
Oh, close strike.
What would you like to drink?
I'm gonna get a caramel frappe.
Woo.
And then another 2A with no pickles.
What's that frappe?
Large.
All right, we're in this.
What else can I get for you?
Another 2A with no pickles. With Coke to drink.
You get a Coke?
Yes, please.
What else can I get for you?
That's all.
Yeah.
There's gonna be another close one coming any minute. Yep, I see it, Nate. We're on it. Oh my goodness. The parameters are changing rapidly. Shreveport, from Longview to Shreveport. Oh, another close strike. Right behind us. The tornado parameters have just jumped up to a 3. I'll just cut the dork talk for you. That's really high. Usually a 0.5, a 1, a 1.5. Those are incredible to get. We're at a 3. So there you go. It's almost like Richter scale. Like each percentage of a point is a significant movement. So to have a 3 parameter is that's ooh, is that another? I don't know. Oh, my eyes play tricks on me there. No, we'd have heard it by now.
I think it's like flashing.
Yeah, well, it was like something on your side of the car kind of caught my attention.
I'm not light.
Yeah, it's gonna be intense. We're gonna grab this food, and then we're pretty much not gonna stop till gas and bathrooms from here on out, and probably be starving by the end of this. So thank you guys for being patient. Unfortunately, we're not robots. We gotta eat, even if it's garbage.
How are you?
Ooh, that frappe. My poor man Starbucks.
There you go.
All right, so let's just go back the way we came. Back. We're going back to Shreveport. I know. I got you.
So,
I got you. Another close strike. That was right behind us, though. Yeah, go full blast with the wiper so it doesn't go blurry on the screen. Got you. Oh, no. Hold tight. I see tomatoes. All right, so we got truckers pulling over under underpasses. That's always a sketchy situation. I don't blame them when it's high winds. It's just the cars that are trying to do stuff around them that is when it gets sketchy. I don't fault anybody for pulling over. I know we're not supposed to promote it, but I do understand. And I've seen people go in complete shock and almost kill all of us, but I've seen it happen.
yeah, that happened.
That happened. You guys saw it on a live stream. I had to go up and smack on the window really hard, and the old man was just death gripped onto the wheel in complete shock. Almost like he was getting electrocuted. He couldn't believe what he was seeing, but we couldn't get past him, so, and I didn't want to die underneath an underpass. Somebody says, are you safe in DFW? I believe so. I believe this is all past you. I apologize, guys. You're going to hear me eating and talking. I normally never eat on camera, but today I don't have the choice. They just issued a tornado watch for the following counties. Old Tide Bowie County, wow, a lot of rotation. This whole thing's just swirling very slowly, but you can see the bottoms of them just swirling. Now we're back in Arkansas. You know, there's a sector of people that hate when I talk. I get the messages. I wish you just shut up. And I was just thinking, this is probably the happiest they've ever been. Like, could you just please always eat? We're taking Shreveport. Yeah. Gotcha. Thanks, Robert. You stay safe. Falling trees is definitely almost as dangerous as this. Maybe even more dangerous, because I don't really have a lot of falling trees around me. But when they are, it's bad. You probably get less lightning strikes and tornadoes, I'd assume. We'll call it a wash. Look at these things. They're just scraping the ground today. Looks like you just reach up and touch it off those trees. This one lady wrote 2 nights ago, I'd like to watch them with the volume off.
Me too.
I laughed so hard when I read that. It was on YouTube. I enjoy his content with the volume off. It's good.
I get it.
Fine.
I get it.
If you're that funny, I will tip my hat and say well done. And I think the comment sections in social media is some of the most comedic gold on planet Earth. And I don't mind being at my expense. If you cannot laugh at yourself, especially if you jump into this foray, you're going to make a living being in social media. You've definitely got to be able to laugh at yourself. And Lord knows I've given the public enough footage and material to laugh at. But that one, I laughed really out loud on that one. Heyo, says Stefan. Yep. I mean, what am I gonna do? I hearted it, liked it, and told her that was good. I'll take the L and keep moving. And I looked at her profile. She was like in her mid-50s. So that was like a double tip of the hat. But you know one thing I find interesting? Could you imagine tuning in to watch somebody that you can't stand? Like, it makes me... No, I used to do it. I couldn't stand Derek Kobe Bryant. When I got older, and by the way, they're the same ages as me, when I got older, I really appreciated them both. But in my 20s, I hated... I don't want to say hate it, because like, that's such a strong word, but in the fan sense of cheering for your laundry of your team, I didn't like those guys. But I didn't miss a game that, you know, I could watch with those guys playing. So, not that I'm calling myself Kobe or Jeter, but I have that same, like, what is something in my life I've watched in hopes of them not doing good? I couldn't do it storm chasing. I don't have that much, like, as a fan watches them. But yeah, definitely college football. Ugh, the Gators. Ugh.
Like hitting one team right is like
No. Alright, hold on. Nate's gonna scream at me here. I can't hear you, Nate.
Let's go for it.
Oh, really? Alright.
This is firing up just like yesterday. Started to fire up. Everything's going special weather statement. Here before too long, it's going to go severe, and then it will almost immediately tornado watch.
Oh, that's lovely.
Almost every single one of those cells.
All right. Probably should have taken a bathroom break at McDonald's.
Perhaps.
I don't really think that went through.
We're not getting gas, unfortunately. So.
And we should have probably got gas. But this line's moving fast. Okay, we're south on I-49, heading to Shreveport. I should probably change the heading, but I'll do that later. Let's see. I will stick this fry up your nose. I'm not afraid to do it.
stick it in your ear.
That's fun. It's fun. All right, so now we're right in ahead of the line. You guys, anybody watching this in the last 20 minutes has seen that the storm made some close strikes. Nothing severe or tornado warned at this point that I... Hold on. Let me get an update. Never had fries and coffee together. Oddly enough, not that bad.
Sounds gross.
No, I know.
You also drink milk with just about every meal.
That's fine. I'm gonna tell you right now, potatoes are potatoes. If you had hash browns and coffee, you'd be like, oh, well, that's hash browns and coffee. But I was today years old when I found out it's all the same.
What's all the same, potatoes?
Yeah, potatoes is potatoes. I mean, if I was eating hash browns and eggs right now with my coffee. Oh, we're going through Folk, Arkansas. I said Louisiana earlier, and that was wrong. Mainly because I didn't know we were in Arkansas already. Apparently, I missed the state line. Not sure how. Yeah, because I was looking down at my phone.
Exactly.
I'm on my phone a lot. I'm guilty of that. All right, looking straight up now. Looks like this whole system's moving into favorable conditions for this to just be a giant mess of wind, rain, hail, tornadoes, copious amounts of lightning, incredible amounts of water is my my worry. And as you guys may, I'm like, dude, do you just carry a red ink pen with you everywhere? And then I got a couple teachers that, you know, my old teachers still
It's just
doing live and well.
You like to say that your vocabulary knows more about.
Cows are bunching. Oh, sorry, YouTube. Or is that Facebook? I don't know, that's YouTube. YouTube came out of the cradle. Yeah, so, you know what I would say to anybody? I would love to see you do it. And I mean that. I would love to see you come out.
But I'm doing it.
Do the no. I'm just okay. You're done.
I'm really doing it.
And you might do better than me, and I can learn a thing or two. So,
No.
nope. No, I'm just joking. I don't mind. Like I said, if you can't laugh at yourself, what are you gonna do? But yeah, my old school teachers, my buddy who's way too educated. I'm like, have you ever just come to the conclusion maybe your friend is not that smart? He's like, oh, I just want you to, you know, you're doing this now, you're doing it professionally, you should look the part.
We don't like you.
He's like,
You're smart.
I'm like, no, I feel like you just enjoy grammar Naziing me, Nazi grammar, whatever it's called.
I love to correct you when you do that.
Oh my goodness.
Drives me
I get it. Than. So you know what I say back? I spell THAEN. That one just drives the grammar Nazi nuts.
Like, you were all let slide a few times. Then and then, I just can't.
Yeah, I get it.
It means two different things.
I get it. So I used to give presentations for a living. And
I'm sure you had somebody.
now it makes me always wonder, like, how terrible were those presentations? Just making up words on the fly. Nah, I was boring construction stuff. Said it a million times. All right, back to the chase. Vivian, you have this cell. We're just south of Vivian, Louisiana, I believe so. Let me double check. Yeah, Vivian, Louisiana, which is just on the other side of Texas, and it's going to go right through Arkansas. You've got a cell to you that's putting out a lot of lightning. Small cell, but it's, you know, that's the thing today is these things can get sucked right up into a bigger cell and produce a tornado before we've ever had a chance to get a radar scan. A lot of logging here in this area. There's people logging here to my right. You wouldn't think there's a lot of logging in Arkansas, Louisiana, but there is. I don't want to make the camera go blurry again, trying to show you guys stuff on the side unless it's cloud action. All right, Nate, I got you. I see that location. I see what you're looking at. Yeah. Oh, okay, we've got a tornado warning. Up, Nate, you were right. You were right. Sorry, buddy. Should have listened to you. Rusk, Texas. We're tornado warned, so we're in line to that. I guess patience is a virtue, and I just don't have it. All right, so we're heading straight down to that. That's heading right at Marshall, Tatum, Henderson. I'm going backwards here. We'll go forward. Rusk, you need to get underground right now. Gallatin, you're right behind him. Reclaw, you are next within 5 minutes. Rusk, Texas, you have to be in your safe space now. Interior closets, underground, or if you're on the road, go. Go southeast immediately. I don't like instructing people to get on the road though, but if you're already doing it, go. You should be hearing tornado siren down there in Rusk, Texas. Gallatin, Texas, you're next. New Summerfield, you're after that. Reclaw as well, that's R-E-K-L-A-W. Henderson, you're a half hour away. This cell's tornado warned, and this cell is moving directly in a linear line from Rusk, Texas towards Marshall, Texas. We are en route right now. We should be there in less than 40 minutes. Nate, you called that. And I didn't listen. So, there's that. Ooh. Strike. Fine. That made sense. Okay. All right. Oh, what's going on, Amy? The wonderful weather woman out in, I believe she's out in Georgia, but she's doing work all over the Siouxland area. Just said, go get it. Don't let it get you. So, shout out to Amy Metz. Thank you, Amy. Been working with Amy for years. We're doing some work for some folks on some weatherproof houses down in Louisiana. One that's actually being built for Lisa, I believe Lisa Clark, in that area, that same area that I went to. But I need to get an update on that before I say too much more. We haven't talked in a while. So love you too. She's working 7 days a week. Memphis next, Decatur. Oh, big strike. Big strike. All right, we definitely got some weather we're about to pour punch right into. We're trying to get down to that tornado warned storm though. So we're gonna go meet that head on. It's southeast west of Longview. trying to get the sound of the, but we're going way too fast to get it. Yes, Lisa's house is getting finished and paid for. We will help people get funding for more. That's excellent news. Excellent news. Homes that can take up to 160 mile an hour winds. So we're working with the Ultimate Homes. Not a sponsor. I don't get paid. So when I plug this, this is just something I've been working with out of just pure humanitarian. So Ultimate Homes is building these homes that are made to, and I saw one of them in action in Hurricane Ian, but it's been a 2-year process of working down there, and I look forward to getting some updates on what we're doing next. I've had my head down in this weather gig for a hot minute while they've been doing that. So we can make time in this trip. Actually, we should get down to Homa and see where we're at with that. I don't know how that's going to bode with chasing though. Anyhow, we're in the cell that's just just east of Atlanta, Texas, on the Louisiana side. Rodessa, we're southeast of or west of Rodessa, Louisiana. This cell's coming right over you. Ida, Louisiana. You're getting it. Pretty good lightning on this. Decent wind. Wow, that was a big gust. We're in a heavy car too, heavy SUV. So if we're getting pushed in this, I know it's getting good. That's dark ahead. It's not coming onto the screen near as much.
How do I get Rusk, Texas. Small little of you got to be underground. We're in an interior closet. You need to be in a safe place. Rusk, Texas. Man, I'm having a struggle today. Wow, this is getting gnarly. Incredibly dark. The sky is almost pitch black in front of us for our eyes. What are we in? Oh, radar scope. Oh, tornado warning right in front of us in Longview. All right, so we're heading right to this tornado warning cell right in front of us. Here we go. Longview, Texas, you got to get underground. You got to get in a safe place. You got to get, we're going to be there in just moments. Hold tight. So this is going to be tornado warning coming right at us. So we're charging right into this bad boy. Oh, it's getting a developing hook. Longview, Lakeport, Kilgore. Kilgore's probably passing, but if you're on the east side of Kilgore, you're definitely seeing this thing, and it's got to be rather large if it's not on the ground. Lakeport underground, Longview underground. Get in your safe place immediately in those towns. No time to even look. Okay, next radar scan. Man, that has just got an ugly signature to it. So, let me get us a road network. That's that 3 parameter I was telling you guys about. 1.5 is amazing to have for a tornado parameter. To have a 3, I don't think I've ever seen a 3, and definitely not in this early or late in the year. Late in the year, I guess we're December. That tells me that Crockett, Texas, that cell down below you could go tornado warning. We all know we were in Crockett just coming up on 9 months ago. It's going to be east of Crockett, but judging by what I'm seeing, that bottom cell is probably going to go TOR warned or at least severe here in the next few radar scans. So if you're outside of East Crockett, Texas, between Crockett and Wells, Alto, that whole area, especially Alto and Kennard, you're in the path. That cell is not even severe warned, but look up above you. Look at the signature. You got Longview that's got a TOR warn, Rusk Reclaw that's TOR warn. I can't imagine why this one down south that's even in more favorable conditions with the Gulf moisture and the convection coming, that is going to make that tornado warn. So, well, we knew this day was coming, and now it's here.
This will be known as the calm before the storm, because we're going to get down here and drop right into both. These cells are going to be stair-stepped, so we're coming southeast at them, and we're going to stair-step right through each one. Stay with the TOR warned as they are. Longview, you got 45 minutes on this tornado, and I cannot imagine this is going to come off of it soon. There looks like there's probably a tornado on the ground outside of Lakeport. I don't have confirmation of that, but judging by radar, I can't imagine that's not. Yeah, that looks like that's got to be, if you're in Longview, Lakeport, Texas, that looks like northwest Newport or Lakeport, southeast Longview. That looks to be a tornado on the ground. I could be wrong, but judging by what I'm seeing on radar, there's no reason why we shouldn't just go with it. Hayesville, you're going to be next. If that tornado is on the ground, that is not far for it to go. And long track, oh, they just upped it to 44 minutes now. We're en route. I grew up with her, so it's always nice when folks from your childhood come back around and are just awesome people. So shout out to Heather for helping us get out there and get that footage. Very instrumental. Okay, so this is tornado warn. That looks to be on the ground. Let's look at that southern cell outside of Rusk. I don't have, the velocity on the super res isn't showing the same. Longview, that has got to be on the ground. That is just, I'm not convinced that this is not going to be a long tracker on the ground. We're heading right at it. So if you're in Longview, Texas, you need to be underground. You need to be underground and stay there. I think this is huge. I told you so coming from Nate. He won't do it, so I'll do it for him. He said go to Longview, get there between 2 and 3. There'll be a tornado. Nailed that one, Nate. Sorry I didn't listen. heading right at it. But Nathaniel, you did a good job on that. Oh, thank you, Amy. Says I'm still her favorite, even though I don't listen. I feel bad for him, man.
At least you know that he doesn't listen to anybody.
Yeah, I feel bad. I do. I feel bad.
Nate
Nate puts a lot of work into this, and I didn't listen. I mean, I did listen. It's just that the day kicked off, and you know those tornadoes popped off, and so I ran up to that cell that already produced tornadoes, and yeah, we'll be heading all the way across, Amy. We're heading all the way to the Keys, from darn near the Rockies to the Keys on this 4-day chase. So we'll be coming through there at some point. But to give you guys an idea, Nathan did 5 days ago, started really spending hours and hours and hours on them, and just copious amounts of homework, and he does mass amounts of math, stuff that I just is not in my wheelhouse. I enjoyed the chase and all the videography, and then of course helping people. And yeah, is it? I think so. Yep. And I don't have quite the passion for the meteorology side. Yep. But I surround myself with people that do, and both Amy, who is a meteorologist, and Nathan, who is on his way to being one. And I didn't listen, so here we are. I didn't listen well enough. Yeah, right. Right, we're going on the 2 highway. We're gonna go meet this thing head on. We're gonna cut over. This is gonna be very rural. We just jumped off the 49 at Austin. So we're gonna head to Vivian and then straight down and then jump over towards Jefferson. And we're gonna meet that cell. I believe there's still a tornado on the ground, judging by velocity. It actually looks even stronger. So northwest Lakeport, southeast Longview, probably isn't that right? Yeah, that's gonna be along a major interstate there on 20. So if you're on I-20, you're gonna see this. I-20 between Longview and Shreveport, between Longview and Marshall on I-20, they should shut the Longview and Marshall on I-20. They should shut the highway down. Up next scan, looks like it's right over the highway right now. Yep. If you're on Highway 20 or Interstate 20, we need to go. Yep. So if you're on Interstate 20, you want to stop. You want to stop. If you're not seeing this because it's rain wrapped, you definitely want to stop. We are cutting over that way. So we're gonna go meet it head on. Oh man, Hallsville, you're in the path that you're gonna take a east, but you need to make plans immediately, not wait and look for it. This is gonna be a dicey situation. As soon as we get on it, though, we'll know. We're right in the path. We're away from it. Still looks like it's on the ground. Looks like it's gonna go southeast, east of Longview, north of Lakeport,
west of Hallsville. That's probably a very ruralish area, judging by maps. There are some neighborhoods tucked in there, though. There's a big neighborhood actually right there. So let's quick prayer for that neighborhood. They're right in the path of this. Probably looks like 200-300 homes. What's that?
Facebook just came back, so.
Yeah, Facebook. So if you're, sorry, Facebook was out. If you are in this cluster neighborhood on 281, you need to all be underground. There looks to be 200 to 300 homes that are going to get hit directly by this. Directly. There's a neighborhood out in the country. So if you're east of Longview, north of Lakeport, and west of Hallsville, there's a neighborhood there, direct hit, and there looks to be hundreds of homes there. This easily is going to rip right through Longview Heights. Longview Heights, Texas. Right through the airport. Man, that is... Yep. Yep, no. We're going to be over in Texas here soon. Yeah, that's going right through that neighborhood right now as we speak. So our thoughts and prayers to those that are there. God, this thing's just strengthening. Another radar scan. I mean, that looks to be a clear tornado going right through Longview Heights. So we're en route to that right now. So for those, that neighborhood right there is getting hit right now. Right by my thumb. We're probably, as the crow flies, about 30 minutes from getting at the front edge of that storm. So no, it's not letting me update. Radar just froze, so I don't have a CC yet. So anybody who's got better, oh, there it goes. I don't know. Whew, that looks like, I mean, there's stuff in there. I don't know. I'd let the meteorologist take it from here, but armchair quarterbacking it. If you're in that area, you don't need to even think about what I have to say. You need to be underground. But as you see, it's heavily treed, so we're going to be chasing this in. Very complicated visibility. Road networks are going to be terrible. At least it's daytime, though. Stefan, if you can pull it up, I think Nate had to jump into work. Unfortunately, he's not able to watch the entire time, but there's Nate. We're heading to Longview. On the 2, heading west, about to cross over into Texas. We're gonna meet that probably by now I've lost maps. Cell phone coverage is gonna be at a premium. I don't know the highway, it's not letting me see. The highway that goes from Jefferson to Longview, or excuse me, Marshall to Jefferson. Not Longview, correction, Jefferson. We're trying to get to Marshall, but we're stair-stepping across the state instead of taking 95 or 45 to Shreveport. Oh man, if this report I'm getting is correct, this is a bad one. We're gonna be heading to the side of a bad one. I gotta get confirmation on this. So Yeah, this is going to go through a population of 14,000 people in the next 33 minutes. So New Salem, Pleasant Grove, McKnight, Pone, Henderson, New Prospect, Pine Hill, and Chapman. You're all in the polygon and right in the line of fire. And unfortunately, that's a lot of people. So we're en route to that right now. Most likely, if this turns into a search and rescue, the chase is going to be over. That's a lot of people and a lot of little towns in the way. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yep. You're right. We're gonna cross over to Texas here, just a little bit. Yeah, that's a lot of people. And if it's saying 14 on the board, it could be double that in outlying areas, especially in Texas. A lot of country neighborhoods in Texas.
Decent sized town.
What's that?
It's supposed to be a decent sized town.
Yeah. I got a Walmart.
It's my Georgia. Big enough for a Walmart.
We found, Stefan says he found wood shredded to mulch last night. Stefan was right up on those tornadoes in the Panhandle. Very dangerous situation last night. Should have been with you, Stefan, but we're old. Or I am. I need sleep. Didn't get enough of it either. It's my own fault. I have a hard time sleeping before these big nights. I thought by just getting on it early yesterday I was doing the right thing, but nope. Yeah, it looks like there's CC right on that. We need gas. Not yet. Keep going.
127.
Okay. Let's get it in Smithland. Take a second, see what's doing. So that's the front of the tornado warned storm you guys are seeing in front of us on the screen. That's the very front of the system. There's not a lot to delineate between the sky and the ground right now. But we're gonna get some local traffic out of our way here, and we're going. Okay, so looks like that tornado warning storm north of Reclawn and Henderson, Tatum, all of you got to be getting ready. Let's look at the timeline. If you New Summerfield, and if you're in Henderson, you have 6 minutes to get underground. 6 minutes to get underground and get ready. And I gotta tell you, the one that I still think is a tornado on the ground, that's probably been around for about 6 miles if it has. I don't know, but if radar matches up to what I've seen, Nesbitt, you're next. Our thought and pursuit, that is, oh man, it's up to 56 to 4 minutes, so just in some ripe air too. If that tornado's been on the ground, it's been on the ground for a hot minute. We're gonna come upon fatalities. Sorry, YouTube. Having problems with this cradle. It smells like gas too. It came out of the packaging stinking like gas. I probably should be a little alarmed by that, but yeah, that look. You think it's an EF2, EF3 on that one? That's probably my guess too. I hate presuming before the evidence is out, but that looks like about. I mean, we're facing right at that storm. We're obviously farther away from, but we're on the front edge of it. What do you hear?
Is it?
Oh, no, okay. Keep going.
Straight?
Oh. I need the bathroom. First, we'll just get gas here. And then, yeah, we're jumping right on that, too. All right, guys, hold tight.
Oh, it's a casino.
Oh. All right.
Casino.
Casinos. Got them in Louisiana, Texas, Arkansas border. All right. Just jump on that and we'll switch.
This is opposite. The weapons are opposite of my car.
I know.
They keep getting me.
Oh, big strike. That was cloud to cloud, though. That was weird. Hold tight, guys. Appreciate the patience. I know there's other oh, we're Tor Warren down below and okay. Okay, we got 3 tornado warning storms on the board. Okay, let's see here. What do you think? Should we go run over that one that's south? What do you think on that south one? I mean, we've already committed to this one that looks like it's on the ground over towards Longview, so I don't want to start playing hopscotch. But what do you think about that one that's all by itself below Shreveport? If I was a fortune teller, I would have started my day in Dallas.
Oh, this one that's on the ground, or that was potentially on the ground in Nesbitt. If you're in Nesbitt, Texas, you got to get underground. Harlingen, southeast Harlingen, northwest met Nesbitt. It's very rural now. Now it's getting in. Let's see, what's the topography out there? Lots of trees, lots of water. Very rural. Baldwin. Anybody in the tiny town of Baldwin, you're gonna get a direct hit. It's unincorporated. There's probably less than 100 people. Excuse me, but I know if tomorrow 100 people died in this, that would be a huge tragedy. So even though it's a tiny town, that's a lot of people. So Baldwin, between Baldwin and Jefferson, we're heading that way. We're committed. Although you guys know I have commitment issues. So looking at this storm down south, do I jump back on the 95, 45? But now I'm just chasing ghosts. I'm gonna stay on this one, stay committed. Oh, these are the days that just age me like a dog.
The cell that's down south is in a really good environment, but so are the cells you're in, man. I mean, it's pretty much an identical threat on both sides. You're gonna see either 2 tours up here or 1 tour down there. Potentially more tours up here because there's gonna be more cells firing up here where we already are. As soon as I get my next rest, here in about 5 minutes, I will run surface information and I'll see what's going on. Current sig tour.
Jesus.
I definitely stay inside this circle.
Okay, well,
those cells.
we're in it. All right, we're gonna stay
As
committed.
close to the center circle as you
Oh my
can.
god.
What?
I gotta go back this way.
Oh, this way. You want to back on that road right there? That road right there that we just passed.
Okay.
What? What did you say?
Gotcha.
No, before that. What you said?
I definitely stay inside this circle on those cells. As close to the center circle as you can.
All right. Well, we're committed. We're committed to it. So here we go. We're gonna get right into this. I believe there's a tornado on the ground. It may have lifted now. It's still got a pretty decent bite on signature. Let's see. High mesos. I got nothing confirmation wise. It looks to be updated radar. So who knows? It's a thick wooded area. I mean, we're not gonna know until we have trees blasting by us and reports of damage if this is in fact been. And it looks like we've had 2 cc drops out of this, which is a measurement of debris. So always with a heavy heart when we chase, when we believe things have been hit. But the cell is moving kind of slow, not really, kind of ish. I don't know. We'll see. It's been bouncing between 25 to 40 miles an hour. 40 gets to be a little tough in the trees. The 25 you can keep up with, even on poor road networks. Man, I am having a hard time. Oh, we see sawdust. But we're riding with this tornado-warned storm. We're gonna meet at just south of Jefferson. So Jefferson, Texas, you're right in line. Immediately. Okay, you can go way faster than the state you were next to. Texas celebrates speed. Not the safest thing, but boy, it sure does work. Is it glitching? Poor cell coverage. You know, I'll tell you what,